Hello and welcome to Web Users' first edition of What's Hot on the Web. This week we're going to take a look at some new websites that have been generating headlines or traffic or piqued our interest or basically just entertained us while we were meant to be working. So let's take a look at what's hot on the web. Our first stop this week is Oxford, where TED Global was in town with its lorry load of geeks, professors and scientists. The theme for the Oxford event was the substance of things not seen. I'm still trying to figure out what this means. Fortunately, TED has a wonderful website containing all the videos of its celebrated speakers, which include Prime Minister Gordon Brown, Uber tweeter and entertainer Stephen Fry, and philosopher Alain de Botton. The videos are short and there's always food for thought on this website. This week, Broadband revamped their website and subsequently got a good old kicking from everybody on the internet. So let's take a look at why they got such a kicking. So the teletext font is not the most pleasing to the eye, and they topped this with a colour scheme that took about 2 seconds and 50 pence to put together. However, I tweeted poor old B to tell them that I think they nailed one aspect: simplicity. B is not a multimedia website, so there is no need for galleries, flash banners, polls and columns here, there and everywhere. B has nailed the essentials, namely the cost of its packages and how one can contact the ISP. That's all you really need from an ISP. The rest is waffle and there's enough websites catering for that. B is not the enemy, the Taliban is. For anyone looking for a trip down memory lane, then click on TV Cream, which after 11 years has completely redesigned their website. You can browse the comprehensive index of classic TV shows, read the witty blog, watch videos of ancient adverts and chat about 70s and 80s culture in the forums. We particularly like the guide to former Radio 1 DJs and roundup of classic Blue Peter moments. And finally this week, it's 40 years ago this year since man landed on the moon, declaring one small step for mankind, one giant leap for advertising. Getting on the lunar hype has been Moon Publicity, which, as the name suggests, is aiming to make the moon a giant nighttime billboard. Here's the pitch from its website. Never in the history of advertising has the possibility of penetrating every market on Earth, reaching every person on the planet and touching them at an emotional level only possible with the beauty of the moon on a starlit night being made available. Yawn. 12 billion eyeballs looking at your logo in the sky for several days every month for the next several thousand years. Who is going to live several thousand years? Anyway, Moon Publicity is awaiting a patent on some very high-tech way of displaying ads on the moon. In the meantime, bidding is open for anyone that has spare $46,000 to get their message on the moon. For that much, Richard Branson would fly you there.